the play fake. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Detroit!
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across mid. Field and inside the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And it's caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Patriot! Patriot! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Gone!
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. in for the score. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And some room to work. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Philadelphia. Set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. DJ Reader busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Then on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll drop the throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. And now another timeout here called by the Titans as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
All right, now look at
Looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. With it is Jackson. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Gun!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go.
On third down, that's Rhodes. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they'll go on the ground. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll look to throw here. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll run it here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
319!
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a first down as well. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
He'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. Aguilar has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Briggs. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best covered guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Now let's go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. The extra point up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep, back over, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end the ball game. This
pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks